Okay, Bridget, so you are telling the armor of God, and you mentioned that there's a lot of pages, and you are right. The bottom line is the wonder truth. That's what the kids will take home is the Holy Spirit gives us strength. And we are talking about the armor of God. So this is kind of an overview, and then I'm going to tell you there's like a devotional, and then just like if you are not really familiar with the Bible, they give you some foundational things. So that's all just for the leader. So we're going to start with the curiosity portion right here. And so you ask this question, who is the strongest person you know? And you just go ahead and ask that question. Kids come in and they have about 15 minutes of free play time where those TVs are on with video games and they interact with each other. And over in that closet, there are some games that you can pull out. So you can put it out on the table. So there's 15 minutes of interaction and then you bring them together. You can stand up there. You'll have one helper first hour. That's a smaller class. I have 14 fifth graders with us. So I don't know how big your class will be. You'll have mainly fourth graders and some fifth graders. So after the 15 minutes of 10 to 15 minutes of playtime, you'll bring them together and ask that question. And that leads you into the interactive game. Who's the strongest? So here are your water bottles and baskets. So you can load those baskets and they can work together. It's a challenge that they'll do. So that just kind of prepares them for the story. So we also, at the very beginning, have, we connect the faith. So this is their, the faith part up here is the memory verse. So you can do that after you tell the story, but here are your footprints. You have 2 sets of footprints for first hour and then 4 sets for second hour. So I would do this curiosity first, that thing, and then go into the story. And then I would do the faith, memorizing the verse. So for you telling the story, you have those these 3 pictures, which is a heart, praying hands, and shaking hands, and it tells you about here. But instead of giving you a bunch of props, something that I thought could just be funny and silly and was a little easier, so you get to decide, is to bring up a volunteer and I have 2-sided tape right here for you, and just tape the helmet when you talk about it to his forehead, and tape the belt of truth, but it's connected. I might find it where it's not connected. I want the belt of truth not connected. So I'll print up different ones. There's other ones that I think are a little smaller. So put the belt of truth and the breastplate of righteousness. Those are put together on that. That's a bummer. Then tape each of these to their legs and then tape that to their side and let them hold this with their hands. And, here's their, oh, wait, hold on. There it is. Yay. There's the belt of truth, breastplate of righteousness, helmet of salvation. This is I should put a little backing on there. I'll put a backing on there so they can hold but I just thought it would be funny to have them just have these little pieces taped to their body. So put that and they can hold that. I just thought it would be fun. So if you want costumes, you know how to get those. So, and here are those. You have 2 sets, so in case, they get destroyed because kids want to do something with those, you have a second set for second hour. So everything is 2. So when they get after they do the big story, and then you can divide the group in half and have them work on the Bible verse, and then they sit down and they try to label this. I thought it'd be fun to see if they could remember what the parts are, and here's the lesson, the answer key. But you can just talk about the identity part is where they apply what they've learned to their life. And then at the very end, here's your blessing that you pray over the kids. So that's how you get through this lesson plan. Now I want to show you how you turn on the TV for Sunday mornings. So you have an Apple TV connected here. And so you use this one and you use the red button to turn on the TV. So that feels very normal. And then your Apple TV remote is here. I'm gonna uncharge it because it holds a charge pretty good. So I'll put it right here by the Apple TV. You'll also turn this on with the on button, and you're gonna look for a light to turn on right there. When I turn it on, do you see how that light goes on? So now I know the Apple TV is on. We've got the TV on and the Apple TV. And this is where you should get. And so you click the SHK littles and you are the elementary power of the Spirit. So TV show at the top, I'm just swiping my hand to move that. So you want to go to TV shows, and then down, and then over, and you're going to get the lesson here, elementary power of the Spirit. You go down and over, 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 and there's your armor of God. So go over, 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 and also Wonder Truth Worship. So there's some songs here that you can listen to and use. So I'm so blessed. That's a fun one these days. There's Little Dude songs, You Make Me Brave. That's a good one. Yeah, so there you go. So these are the things that are going to help you. I'm just swiping my thumb. I'm always hitting the back button right here. That arrow takes me back and takes me back. And so you are in the power of the Spirit. You know that because that's what the title of your front page says. And then we're on lesson 6. So that's how you turn that on. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off and leave those things right there. And I hope that is super helpful for you. Love you. Thank you so much for serving our families this holiday weekend.